right. Hi, everybody. My name is Jenny Parrish. I am with RINGBA. I'm the EVP of Growth and the GM for Programmatic Exchange. Love to show you who RINGBA is. Let's start it off there.
RINGBA. We're not just a call tracking platform. We're changing the game of performance marketing. Whether you're an affiliate marketer, advertiser, or managing a call center, RINGBA empowers you to grasp unprecedented control over your inbound calls. Real-time analytics are at your fingertips, enabling you to make instant data-driven decisions. Yet we're more than just analytics. We're about propelling your business forward. Utilize tools like instant caller profiles and our call flows technology to customize and elevate your campaigns. We provide an all-in-one solution, and we understand the value of your time. That's why RINGBA is designed with automation in mind. Let us handle the heavy lifting with features like predictive routing, real-time bidding, call transcription, and call flows. RINGBA isn't just technology. It's about human connection. Join a network of like-minded professionals, marketers, and industry experts, all dedicated to elevating their businesses. Our forums and knowledge-sharing platforms ensure you're not just a user of RINGBA, but an active participant in a thriving ecosystem. Our award-winning support engineering team is always here to help you achieve your goals, anytime you need it. Made by seasoned ad tech engineers, product designers, and marketers, your success is our priority. We are RINGBA.
We're very visual people at RINGBA, and so that's why we like to have interactive, lots of video, lots of color. Many of you may know RINGBA, but we've been around since 2017. Thousands of customers. We serve everybody from Fortune 100 organizations to small businesses. Our founders are really rooted in performance marketing, and so that's really what our technology has been based around. So really with this workshop, and you're gonna have to forgive me because I think this thing might start over. It's a little bug, but that's all right. We're gonna get to the next slide. So really what I wanna highlight for you guys today is succeeding in dynamic lead generation. Before I get into this, I think a really hot topic, and one I even had a fireside chat about with Jenny, has been the FCC regulation ruling that has come through more recently. For anybody that is unfamiliar with this regulation, it is a requirement that a consumer has one-to-one consent. So what does that really mean? It means that, think about a lending tree model. Someone puts in data and information to get calls about a mortgage. They can no longer get 20 phone calls from all of these different providers. The consumers need to opt in order to say, hey, I want to receive phone calls from this particular party. I know who's going to call me. It's a significant impact to lead generation, to our industry. And RINGBA is highly focused on inbound customer initiated. And so we're here to really think about strategy for those that want to grow in inbound calls, those that have heavy concentration in data leads and clicks, and how to start to think about migrating that business and adopting that business to inbound calls. The reason is a few things. One is it's highly lucrative. We even have a GOAT club that we are honoring some of our customers that are reaching 1 million, 25 million, even 100 million in campaigns and pay-per-call. This is the highest form of intent when it comes to consumer. They are live, they're on the phone, they're ready to make a purchase. Services are ready to really move forward and take the next step. And so we have seen a migration, again, from Fortune 100 to small businesses that start to see the interest of having that live consumer ready to interact. So there's a few things that I can show you here in regards to succeeding in dynamic lead generation. Number one is RTB plus pass-through. This is a very special tool that we offer our customers today. So RTB, real-time bidding. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with this, but this is very active in inbound calls. I can give you a statistic that during AEP in 2022, we were seeing thousands of requests per minute. In AEP 2023, we were seeing thousands of requests per second. This is an active migration towards real-time bidding and the ping model. So what is that exactly? It means that when you have a live caller on the phone, and I'm Jenny from California, and I have a home and 2 cars, now Progressive Insurance, like a client of ours, can say, hey, I want to take that call. This is our ideal customer, and everything is on a ping model. So what happens is, instead of them taking the good, the bad, and the ugly, they can now filter calls in real time. We're talking milliseconds, that they're bidding based on custom scoring. They're saying, these are the states I want, these are the attributes. And so how do we do that? It's a caller ID, and we can append data to that caller ID in real time. We have multiple data providers that are kind of filling in the color of that profile to make an intelligent connection when it comes to live inbound calls. It benefits not only brands and those that are on the acquisition side, but also the marketers, because we also have a product called a ring tree. So if this buyer doesn't want it, it can go down the next and can go from there. So what RTB pass-through is when that call is coming in, it can now check your availability for your buyers before you acquire a call. So those that are brokers and networks can basically verify that they're not paying out for a call that they're not going to be able to sell. This is highly lucrative because you're not wasting money. It's something that you're going to be able to retain your publishers a lot better. You're going to be able to run significantly more efficiently. And we have unlimited simultaneous dialing. So that means you can have 10,000 agents, 30,000 agents, you can have 10,000 buyers. It's going to dial everybody at the same time. Whoever picks up, winner, winner, chicken dinner. So then we also have number pools. This is a really cool product that a lot leverage. Everybody from a company like Apple could even benefit from this, where it dynamically changes the phone number on your website depending on the media type, depending on any kind of, if you're a publisher, if you want a certain phone number to display. These are all dynamic tools. The ways of static lead generation, I think, are dying. You have to think about business in a very dynamic way. And so let's get into RTB a little bit more.
RINGBA's real-time bidding technology enables real-time bids on live phone calls. This grants buyers the flexibility to reject calls in scenarios where their call center is at capacity, or when a potential customer doesn't align with the product offerings, while also having the ability to bid more aggressively on callers that have a higher likelihood of converting, or when they have the significant capacity available. Maximize payouts per call. Reduce drop calls and abandoned calls. And provide a better customer experience. Our real-time bidding technology can ingest data for your partner's landing pages, IVRs, or RINGBA's instant caller profiles that appends hundreds of data points to the call. RINGBA stores all of this data so that it can be used as modifiers to help you decide if you want the call and to calculate a bid before ever receiving the call. When a call enters the RINGBA platform, RINGBA notifies all buyers, regardless of the ping network size or the number of buyers, and dynamically scales to handle the incoming traffic. Buyers submit bids, and the call is seamlessly directed to the winning bid, all in real time. RINGBA makes real-time bidding easy and seamless to maximize the value of every single call.
Oops, went one too far. All right, so real-time bidding is one to consider, but then there's call flows. A lot of individuals in this industry have standard web flows. And I came from a lead generation background, been in the industry longer than I'd like to admit, but we'll say 22 years this January. I formerly was focused on a traditional lead generation path. You have your flows, what's your call to action. Now, we've created something that's really exceptional called call flows. What you'd like to think about for intelligent call routing is you can customize things as specific as geographical regions. So I'll give you an example of that. We actually have a call flow product that you can even change the accent on an IVR pickup. We actually have seen measurable conversion increases based on this. So if someone is calling in from the South, it can have a Southern accent when they pick up. If someone is a bilingual call center, you can have a specific flow that is going to that call center based on that call flow. This is a really important thing because customer experience and retention is going to be what every buyer brand agency is going to measure everybody against. Whether it's in-house, you're acquiring your own calls, whether you're selling them, the customer experience is really important. And ease of trying to develop those call flows has been revolutionized. Let's take a look at that.
RINGBA's new Call Flows product has been built from the ground up to provide you with all the tools you need to take full advantage of our rules-based routing engine using the intuitive drag-and-drop interface. Whether you need to build simple or complex call flows, RINGBA's new Call Flows canvas makes what used to take hours take seconds. Let's say you needed a simple IVR menu to route calls to your business's sales or support team. Or maybe you're a performance marketer routing calls to a network of buyers based on the caller's zip code and need to fire a pixel back to your click tracking platform. Or maybe you run a 500-seat bilingual contact center fielding thousands of calls every day, and you need to route calls based on hours of operation and caller demographics to different call center locations while also pushing caller data into your CRM data lake. To customize your call flow, RINGBA has developed a node-based system to give you more control and a visual representation of how your calls move through your system. The Call Flows canvas is where you can perfectly craft your caller experience and build powerful call flows in minutes. With RINGBA's powerful new Call Flows builder, your job has never been easier. Whatever use case you can dream of, RINGBA can handle it with ease.
So with this particular product, we have an individual, one man, about 30 minutes to an hour a day. He's managing about 1 million calls annually. We're very strong components of technology. I think the old days where you go into a network, you get a phone number and you try to push calls, it's going to be too challenging. Where you're seeing millionaires made is really leveraging the technology portion of it. And of course, I'm impartial to RINGBA, but no matter what you use, understand, learn the technology. The tools are there to really kind of help develop that whole entire program for you. Customer experience is something that I cannot stress enough. It's really what has made the difference between those that are struggling to make pay per call work to those that are building empires from it.
RINGBA's new.
So we can't get into 2024 without talking about AI. The buzzword, as everybody knows, and we are certainly not immune to leveraging it at RINGBA. Machine learning is an incredible component to everything that we do. From lead scoring and qualifying that consumer, dynamic call tracking, personalizing the call routing, predictive analytics for campaign optimization. So what we have partners doing is not only do we leverage that for predictive modeling. So what does that mean? I don't know how to route my calls. When you think about it traditionally and you have multiple buyers, you're like, I'll just sell the call to whoever's paying me most. It's not necessarily what you want to do. What if your second buyer is converting twice as much and your RPC is double? This is what the system starts to learn, and we basically leverage AI technology to make those decisioning and routing decisions for you, so you're not having to get too invasive in regards to making those decisions. This is how someone can run 1 million calls individually. It's the technology is going to be very key to make sure that you're maximizing every single call. In addition to that, we have partners that bring their own machine learning. And I won't name any names, but a major carrier has brought their machine learning and plugged them into our technology. And between their machine learning and our technology tools, they can essentially predict the outcome of the likelihood of a policyholder before the call is ever connected to an agent. This is where the future is headed. The time where people are paying for calls and leads that are a waste of time and a waste of efficiency, that is not going to be where really people can build their businesses upon. The technology is going to be where you really need to focus in on it. And AI is something that we all have to take a closer look at. The robots are not going to come after us and kill us. They are going to actually help power incredible business decisions for us, make it easier for us to run businesses efficiently, and programs that are going to be highly scalable. We have many of our partners that are looking at their biggest days. You'll see some content coming out. Some of our partners, I think the biggest one I've seen is 2 million in commissions in a day. But other partners, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 days in pay-per-call is not that uncommon. The only way that they can do this is with the power of the right tools, the knowledge, and absolutely building out your network. Having workshops like this, coming to events like these, having great partners like Everflow, that's really where we're going to see businesses thrive, because they're starting to think about, okay, how can I stack my buyers? How can I stack my marketers? I need to have experts on both sides. And when you think about building out your buyer network, you want to think about the retail clients, thinking about the local agencies, if we're talking about insurance, the guy that's serving only California or Nevada. And then you want to think about those larger aggregators that already have established connections to the carriers. Because RINGBA has the capability of developing ring trees, you're going to be able to ping all of them at the same time. Highest converter is going to get your call, and you can scale infinitely.
Our partners have found unparalleled success seamlessly integrating RINGBA's call tracking technology into their operations. The impact is not only measured in increased efficiency, but also in the substantial revenue generated through optimized campaigns and data-driven insights. The ability to track, analyze, and optimize calls has become a game changer, offering a competitive edge that translates directly into industry success. These success stories underscore the wide application of RINGBA's call tracking technology across diverse industries, proving that with RINGBA, the path to growth and success is not just a possibility, but a reality. As we celebrate the milestones and achievements of our partners and customers with gestures like our GOAT Club Awards, we look forward to continually innovating and providing cutting-edge solutions that empower businesses to thrive.
So today, RINGBA is handling billions of dollars in transactional value annually. We have, and that's not RINGBA's money, that's our customers' money. They're doing very, very well. We're excited for them. And we're constantly trying to offer ways to bring the community together. Adam Young, our CEO and founder, highly passionate. I'm sure you have seen him around. He is constantly offering tools. He actually has an amazing masterclass online for free. I came again from the traditional lead generation background. I learned everything I needed to know based on that masterclass. But it's a really great and tight-knit community when it comes to pay-per-call. We're all here to kind of figure out how to help businesses grow within pay-per-call. We think that the larger the ecosystem is, the better we can all benefit from it. And I am consciously seeing migrations for huge companies going from, I literally had a conversation last week where they said, hey, you're going to see a lot more of us. We were doing about 50% inbound calls. The rest of it was clicks and leads. This year, we're aiming for 90% to go to inbound calls. So this is going to be a very conscious migration. I feel like you guys are probably seeing it. You're all savvy in the room. You hear pay-per-call left and right. It's really, what I think of affiliate marketing even 20 years ago when I first started, that's exactly the same feeling I get with pay-per-call, where I'm starting to see the interest. I'm starting to see where those folks are looking to grow with it, and it's starting to get incredibly lucrative for those that are crafting what their experience is, that they're building their networks, they're getting the knowledge and the tools. And yeah, that's my time today. And again, I'm Jenny Parrish. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And that's my presentation today. Any questions?
How much does all this FCC change any of these call flows? Where would it have the biggest impact, and why is it not that big of an issue?
For the FCC?
Yeah.
So FCC is going to impact outbound dialing. That basically means that that consumer has filled out something, they are being dialed upon, and what we're really trying to educate everybody on is that adjusting those call to actions, your landing pages, your flows, even the partners that you're thinking about for acquisition, We want you to really look at those partnerships and your own media buying to start crafting towards an inbound and adjusting that call to action. So when it comes to the FCC, that's really going to be the biggest impact. And that's why, like, at the end of the day, the buyers are going to rule, right? Because if you see that they're now shifting their budgets, they're now shifting their businesses, they have unlimited resources. These are multi-billion-dollar organizations. They have way, way advanced notice when it comes to these regulations that are coming through. And so they're starting to make business decisions based on that. So I think it's intelligent for us to take cues from those that have unlimited resources. They're making those migrations. We see small businesses that are savvy making those adjustments. And I think it's going to be the impact, because you're not going to be able to do business as you did before when you're when you're thinking about traditional lead generation and web flows and data, and even accessing data. A lot of people dial on age data. A lot of people are saying, hey, do you have this type of data? I want to dial on it for a completely different product. All of that is going away. And so that's where we want to shift the mindset, give the consumer the tools and the power to make that intelligent decision, to make that call, and really maximize the media buying that all of us are really leveraging today. So thanks for the question. All right, thanks guys so much.